I did my gray hair transition over 2 years ago. And when it was done, I told myself the hard part was over. I was completely wrong. Going gray didn't end the changes. It started them. And it costs time and money, lots of it. I had to relearn my face. I had to rebuild my wardrobe. I had to spend more time on my hair, not less. And somewhere in all of that, something I thought that was gone forever came back. So here are the 5 things that I must do now that I let my gray hair show. Lipstick and blush. Gray hair removes contrast from your face. When hair loses its pigment, it stops being that frame for your face. But here's the thing. I always used lipstick and blush, but now I needed a different shade and more of it. Brighter, louder. I always thought red lipstick was for old ladies. I know, that's mean. But then I realized if I wear those nude lips that I used to love, I look like a ghost. So if the shoe fits. My new focus for my lips is brighter, more bold colors. Same goes for blush. I now go brighter than I think I need when I'm applying it. It almost looks obnoxious at first, but I don't want to have those old lady red circle cheeks look. You know what I mean? And I put a lot on, but here's the trick. I blend hard on the edges so it blurs into the skin with no hard line and it doesn't look dated. I even use my blush as eyeshadow sometimes. It does brighten up the face better, I'm finding, than my traditional eyeshadows of brown and grays that I used to wear. I recently found this blush that lasts really well. It's this liquid blush by Say, and also because it's liquid, it just tints the skin and doesn't create that dry powdery look that regular blushes do. That's how I keep my cheeks looking more hydrated. My wardrobe had to go. My old wardrobe was built around a color palette for my dyed colored hair. As soon as I went gray, all my clothes made me look drab and old. I had to get rid of the mauves, browns, and dusty rose colors that I once loved. I also realized I had to change the neckline of my clothing. All my higher necklines aged me. A lower neckline elongates the neck, which reads subconsciously younger. And fun fact, that's why you'll see portrait painters often elongate the neck. My jewelry is now a focal point. When you have gray hair, you need to bring light and shine to your face to avoid that dull, washed out look. Jewelry acts like a reflector. It bounces light back onto your face the same way photographers use these lighting panels. I found this brand started by these 2 Parisians, one of whom worked for a French luxury house, learning the art of expensive craftsmanship. They moved to the States and are based in Brooklyn, which, by the way, that's where I grew up. These pieces look substantial, but weigh almost nothing. My grandmother had these elongated earlobe slits from decades of wearing heavy, outdated jewelry. Now, I'm not doing that to myself. Then the convertible designs that they make are genius. Like these earrings, 2 hoops that separate, double hoop for a night out and a single hoop for the beach. 1 pair, 2 looks. Every necklace adjusts to at least 3 heights. So no more worrying whether a necklace sits at that awkward neckline. 1 piece, 3 functions. And if you're over 45, you're going to get this. The necklace clasps that jewelers make now, those holes are so small, it's crazy. But with this brand, the necklace clasp hole is actually of a size that I can see and feel and close with my aging eyesight and my nails. Oh, and these bangles, I have these tennis bracelets, but they're so hard to close. These bangles, they just clasp with 1 hand. Yeah, traditional clasps with age become a whole production, and I don't got time for that now. And quality-wise, gold-plated, tarnish-free, hypoallergenic. This concept of light and jewelry, it's called visual disappearance. Without the anchor of a bright lipstick or shimmering earrings, my features literally blur into my hair. These days, I'm not just putting on makeup, I'm building an outline. I'm building back my definition, and shiny, bright jewelry is a big part of it. Fun fact, this is the first time since I was about 15 that I wore a second earring. When I was 13, I was home alone and bored, and I decided I wanted a second hole in my ears. I knew my parents were never going to let me do it, so I took an ice cube and a needle from my mother's stash. I don't even think I disinfected it, and I just took the ice and I put the needle through and I made this hole. And I only wore an earring in that hole for a little bit of time. And for decades I hadn't. And I actually thought it must have closed up. But now as I'm exploring bringing light to my face, I thought, let me try that. And guys, this is the first time that I'm wearing 2 earrings. Bringing contrast back to the face when we have gray hair is critical. A study found that when they took the same face and changed nothing except making the contrast between the skin, the eyes, the lips, and the brows darker, people consistently judged that face as younger. The hair care paradox. Everyone assumes gray saves you time and money. It cost me more of both. I had to really work on healing my hair. Protein treatments, moisturizing masks, leave-in conditioners, anti-yellow products to keep my hair from getting that yellow and old dull look, which gray hair loves to do. I use oils to seal in moisture, tons of scalp treatments, and so much more. The benefit of going on this healing journey with my hair, it made my hair healthier, stronger, fuller. My scalp feels in ways it hasn't in decades. And all of that work set up for what came next. I did not see this coming. Guys, the curls emerged after years of having straight-ish hair. This is my 3rd year without hair dye. And only now the curls I hadn't seen since teenage years were coming back. And now, for the first time in my adult life, I can wash and go because I have these pretty curls. So it turns out being natural has its own set of work. A lot of it. And it's worth every single bit of it. If you're on the fence about going gray, just know it's not just a hair decision. It touches everything. And the good news, everything it touched got better. I have this friend Rada who always says, Lena, you're not high maintenance, but you're highly maintained. Yeah, I am.